think big data is really changing the landscape for the services that we can offer our clients, in large part because we can now handle the volume or the resolution that clients are looking for. If we want to develop an infrastructure map for a city, maybe Baltimore or Washington, D.C., in the past, we might have physically looked at the imagery and drawn maps or drawn out areas where buildings were. We can leverage innovations in open source and other computing methodology now to train the computer to identify houses by looking at the images. After we train the computer, then it will tell us where the houses are. So a lot of the work that might have needed a human eye in the past now no longer does. And that opens the door for us performing this service at scale. So where in the past it might have taken days to populate the structures in a town, nowadays we can populate the structures in all of Kansas. And how do you put that into a framework where you can categorize it and say, I'm going to hold this attribute most important, and I'm going to rank my assets based on this attribute. And then taking it to the next step and saying, okay, I have multiple things that are very important. If I'm going to assess the criticality of these assets, I need to look at the data in that complete vantage where I'm considering all of the concerns and I'm ranking them. And once you've done that, once you've aggregated your data and you understand it and it's complete, then I think you can begin to put together capital planning and say, I think this is how we're going to move forward. And if you set your analysis up robustly, or if you develop your analysis carefully and you make tools that allow you to interact with your data, then you can do what-if scenarios. You can assess certain attributes or vulnerabilities over others. And in that way, you can refine an analysis. So it doesn't need to be static. You can take your data, build a tool, and interact with it in a variety of ways so that you can really get a complete understanding of what you have, where your needs are, and how best to allocate your resources. One of the great services that we provide here at Dewberry is the development of tools to interact with data. You may have a data set that needs to be cleaned and processed, or you may have a ready-to-go data set. But the development of a tool, whether it be a desktop application or a web server or some other tool to allow you to interact with the data, really enables clients to better perform the tasks that they need to serve their communities.